Where, say, I had like 3 dates in one weekend. That was probably one of the more memorable experiences that I had with Ruby. I remember texting her and saying, "Oh my, I I have like 3 days this weekend." So it was a really cool experience.
One of those moments you're like, is this really happening right now?
No, I'm currently talking with a girl. She's really awesome, and we'll see where it goes. But for now, it's been pretty good.
Hey guys, Ruby here. An exciting story for you today. I have a San Diego resident with me, which is why we're here in person.
Yeah.
But really excited to share his story because it's quite inspirational, and we'll get to it. So this is Scott. Hi, Scott.
Hey.
Thank you so much for being here.
No worries.
So let's just do this. So introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about, where you were before you started with me and where you are now.
Hi, my name is Scott. I'm 29, and I first met Ruby at a meetup. I was going back out. I was dating, but I wasn't, I guess, seeing any results, and I kept on getting, the message that, I had fun hanging out with you, but I just don't really feel the connection. So once I remember receiving a text, and I saw Ruby at a meetup. So, I just started talking with her, and introduced myself, and from there, started working with Ruby.
Yeah. And where are you now?
Now I'm currently talking with a girl. She's really awesome, and we'll see where it goes. But for now, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. And what do you think about the dating experience now? Like, is it a bit easier for you?
I definitely see that it's fun. Dating is fun because, when I first started dating, I had a negative view about it because, I just felt like, just going in circles and not seeing the results. But definitely after my coaching sessions with Ruby, I definitely feel more confident, and I guess I know what to say in certain situations, and overall, I feel pretty good about dating.
Yeah, just having that knowledge. So speaking of coaching, what was kind of like the biggest obstacle you overcame, or what kind of knowledge that you received and you're like, oh my gosh, this helped tremendously? Like, where do you think you grew the most?
Definitely like my self-confidence. I guess with just not seeing any results with dating, I felt really down on myself, and definitely Ruby was there to help with that and help with my confidence, and I'm really appreciative of Ruby helping me out in certain situations, and definitely just I guess having a different mindset too. I think having a healthy mindset is super important with dating, because you are going to experience rejection, and of course no one wants to get rejected, but if you have like a healthy mindset, I remember you telling me to bounce back, from being rejected, and because there's always someone out there, and the goal is to find just that one person.
It just takes that one.
For sure. Yeah.
So with that, I like how you talk about mindset and confidence, because those are, I think, were the first things we talked about, and it really is the foundation to how you even approach dating. So how did my guidance specifically, like whether that be the texting support, accountability, or maybe just like the steps and the logical steps it took to get there, like what do you think was it about my specific guidance that really helped you get to that level?
I think for one, it was, say, coming up with you call it attractive traits, where, instead of saying, you enjoy, going out to eat or at restaurants, it's more like, you're curious, or you're trying to step out of your comfort zone. as an attractive trait. And just, I guess, just going through the process, I was able to learn what my attractive traits are, know what I'm looking for in a date, which is really important. I must say that, when I first started dating, my goal was to have them like me. It's like, did I say the right things to have them like me, or, how did I present myself? But, that's really, like, I guess, the wrong approach to dating. Dating is more about just connecting. That's my goal on every single date is to connect.
Yeah.
And regardless of if, say, if it's a one and done date, like, if I feel that I did my job in connecting, I feel really good about it, regardless of the results.
Oh, there you go. I love that. It's like, it's about connecting no matter what happens, no matter if you don't feel the chemistry, because that's happened. I think with some of the days you didn't feel that chemistry, sure, or maybe she didn't, but that's okay. Do you think that connection and that kind of goal made dating fun for you? Is that what made it more fun?
Yeah, it's just like, instead of having a date where it's like, oh, I hope she likes me.
Yeah.
I hope the girl likes me. It's just, if I go into it that, I'm just gonna connect with her, and just and see where it goes. If she likes me for my attractive traits and, we connect and there's chemistry, then that's really great.
Yeah.
But if not, then that's fine too.
That's awesome.
So
awesome. Tell the viewers a little bit more in depth of how it feels to be where you at now, including like being able to talk about yourself and how that comes easy to you, and with the girls that you're dating. Like, a lot of people want to kind of be where you are. So tell a little bit more of how overall you're feeling in general. It
feels pretty good to be where I'm at, in the sense that, I feel really confident with dating, and I approach it with the mindset that as long as I talk about myself and present the attractive traits, then I did my job. Because I don't want someone to like me for who I want someone to like me for who I am, and not for someone that I'm not. So definitely I feel like I have more self-confidence, having a healthy mindset, and actually being patient too, because sometimes it's not, you just have to be patient. Sometimes it's not going to click right away, but and I guess just don't stress about certain situations. I mean, you can't control certain situations, but if you feel like you did the best that you could, or you talked about yourself, because there was one situation where I guess I didn't talk about myself, and the date or the girl didn't really know much about me, so I did feel down about it, because I felt that we connected, but having Ruby as my coach, helped me to see, like, where I could improve. So definitely going forward, I always feel like if I connect and if I talk about myself, I feel good.
That's awesome. And tell them a little bit more about where you are with that one girl that you're seeing, like being in this and feeling like, wow, you're actually really connecting with somebody.
It feels really good in the sense that, we've been going on dates.
Text each other.
Yeah, texting each other every day, having common interests, having someone that, that cares, which really goes a long way. And, I mean, I guess I'm really glad that at least I got to share with Ruby and with you folks, about where I'm at in my dating. But hopefully, it works out. And
this is a fun question. I just thought of this. But what was that moment during our coaching where you're like, this is awesome? Like, did you have that aha moment? Like, oh my gosh, this is happening?
So definitely where, say I had like 3 dates in one weekend, that was probably one of the more memorable experiences that I had with Ruby. I remember texting her and saying, oh my, I have like 3 days this weekend, so it was a really cool experience.
One of those moments you're like, is this really happening right now? Awesome. So switching gears, a lot of people, this is a tough process because a lot of people may think that's having a dating coach and doing this may be a little shameful, that you might be really vulnerable. It's just a vulnerable topic. So, I mean, what would you either say to the viewers who are feeling like, is this weird? Is it weird to get a dating coach? What would you say to them?
I would say that it's definitely, worthwhile to experience. And if you're on the fence, I would highly recommend having Ruby as your dating coach. She's someone that really supports you, and I think that's probably one of the biggest benefits of having Ruby as your coach, is that she wants the best for you. And just knowing that you have someone on your side that will help you out when you have questions, or if you run into any say conflicts with your dates. You always can turn to Ruby, and I'm really thankful and appreciative that Ruby. I got to have Ruby as my dating coach. So I would highly recommend if you're on the fence about it, that you should.
Thanks. And what was your process in thinking before hiring me, what was your thought process in, I'm going to do this, and it was reasonable, like the investment that you made was reasonable for you to take that step?
I guess I was at a certain point in my life where I was really serious about wanting to date and find that special someone, but I wasn't seeing the results. I was asking family or friends or reading the internet, right? But I just felt like I was just going in circles. But I really was serious about dating, and I really felt comfortable with Ruby, and sharing, being vulnerable and sharing about my dating experience. And I just decided just to go with it, and definitely trusting the process. Going for various topics, and in the end, it really, I think it paid off. Yeah, it paid off.
And last but not least, I mean, it paid off because you had a lot of qualities that made it successful, right? What would you think if people were about to take me on as a coach? What do you think are the qualities they need? Like you were saying, trusting the process, so that's one. But what other qualities that you think they need in order to make this successful for them and get to your spot?
I guess being open to learning, and also, I guess having a healthy mindset, and self-confidence. I would say probably self-confidence, healthy mindset, and being patient are probably the top three.
Patience, that's it. That's the key.
But definitely, Ruby helped me with my self-confidence. She was one of the, she told me towards the end of our 3-month session that she really saw the difference in me about my self-confidence, and I really felt it too, in the sense that I look forward to going on dates. I look forward to connecting with different people, and just seeing where it goes, and I'm okay if it doesn't work out. I've definitely had say we went on a date, I thought it went really well, but I never heard from her again. But I wasn't down on myself, because I felt good that I did my job in the sense that I connected, and I shared my attractive traits with her, but it's just that for whatever reason, she just didn't really feel the same. So and at this point, I'm cool with it. Before, I would have probably been really down.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love that you said that, because I'll wrap this up by saying it's really easy to get down on dating. It's really easy to not look forward to it, to open up the apps and be like, I don't want to. Another day, it's gonna probably just not be that great. And just that shift, and I think that is confidence and mindset, just kind of that shift in looking at dating, it actually can be fun.
Yeah.
It really can be. And I would just like to say, like, he's great because, and I tell him this all the time, that confidence, that kind of transformation is amazing to see, because we talked about this before, where I think when I first saw you at Meetup, it was really hard for you to talk about yourself. There's plenty of things to talk about, like maybe career, but other than that, what else would you say? But now it's like so easy for him. It's like he has it all like figured out and memorized. I don't even know memorized, but it's just so much easier. And it's not like you had to be anyone else. You're still very much you, right? A lot of people think like, oh, you know, you're just pretending to be someone that you're not. Or some coaches obviously have like liners for you and scripts, but he's more him than I've ever seen. So that's all it really takes. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for listening. Thank you, Scott, for being here. Any last words to them?
I would say sign up for Ruby. Yeah, you definitely will. Yeah, you definitely will get an experienced coach, and you know, she definitely will be, you know, with you every step of the way.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.